You are going to see how Put It Forward powers reporting, dashboards, and predictive insights for agencies and consulting practices faster. Using Amazon QuickSight on top of Put It Forward, you'll be able to build your dashboards and reports in any way that you need. The back-end setup of this is the typical Put It Forward configuration for processes, integration, automation, etc. That's outside of the scope of what we're going to be covering today because we're going to be emphasizing, but just to show you, the process for automapping the data, linking it together, applying business transformations is all no code, auto driven inside of the system itself. Once you map the data here, you select it and then you save it and hit run, and it becomes just part of the automated process itself inside Put It Forward. Moving back into the reporting and analytics tool, you see here that we have a number of different dashboards, standardized reporting, and analytics functions set up for us to walk through here today. All of these are drag and drop, advanced based on the data that's in your underlying systems. Often these span multiple different best of breed systems. So we unify that data inside the reporting and analytics functions inside Put It Forward and visualize it through, in this case, Amazon QuickSight. As you can see, you can quickly step through different visualizations. You can create these on your own. You can apply different dimensions to the data, quickly see it in different formats and provide reporting for that. As well as the dashboard elements, there are standardized reporting functions in here so that you can work with it in your typical columnar and row format. If you need to, you'd like to export it into your favorite spreadsheet of your choice, you certainly can for working with it in other data, or if you wanted to, pivot it and manipulate it in other ways, you certainly can do that within the functions of this environment as well. Another superpower enabled by the consolidation of your data via Put It Forward is scenario-based analysis. Scenario-based analysis allows you to perform unstructured, unknown queries on the performance and aspects of your business against the underlying data inside the system. I created a couple in advance here to give you an idea of what it looks like when you're doing the scenario-based analysis, such as, what happens if we increase the frequency of the deals by 10%? What are the factors that contribute to an increased deal size or deals over a certain margin or certain deal size themselves? So let's create a new one here. In this case, we're going to be asking, what if we did twice the amount of deals at a 75% profit margin level of our standard deals, and what would that impact be on the rest of the business? And how would that impact us? What would that do to the overall performance of the organization, and so on? So what's happening here in the background is really the same impact as if you had had a team of data scientists or a team of business analysts and you were to ask them that same type of question. They go out and they compile all that information. They would look at all your past history. They would look at everything that you have going on inside of the business in a moment of time in order to be able to answer that question of what happens if you do twice as many deals at 75% of the same profit margin as you originally do, and what would that impact be? So as it's working through that, it's starting to generate and compile a detailed report of that particular scenario analysis for you. We can see here that it's starting to create a formatted report that's highly structured, well organized, based on the input and criteria that you have, the underlying data that you have available to it, and it starts to create this highly complex scenario-based reporting here in order to be able to answer what the impact is on your organization. There really is no limit to the type of questions or the compounding of the questions you can ask here, but it gives you a great idea and a view into what's possible using a unified analytics reporting layer via Put It Forward and being able to standardize access to all of this underlying information inside of your organization.